Good morning, everybody. Resale Rabbit here. Running on about 3 hours of sleep. I have some stuff to fly to. We're going to fly to a couple of cities. There's a pallet auction in Georgia, then a warehouse sale in and I'm going to take you on this trip with me. My flight starts boarding in like half an hour, a little less than half an hour. I should probably start packing. I would just like to point out it's 39 degrees out right now, and I'm wearing shorts. I may regret this, but it's gonna be 82 in Atlanta today, and I'm clinging on to summer. So my flight starts boarding in about 15 minutes or so. So I guess I will see you in Georgia in the warm weather. I hope I don't die on the way there because it's really cold out. So I made it to the airport, parked the car. My flight starts boarding in 3 minutes. So I've officially made it to the primary and keynote stop on my destination, Steak and Shake. Oh, I can't wait. They literally opened 6 minutes ago. And there's like 10 cars here. That's how good Steak and Shake is. Or maybe it's just their employees. I don't know. I'm gonna enjoy it. Oh, that was delicious. All right, let's get back to the airport so I can fly back home. Worth it. So the auction isn't until tomorrow. I had to fly down today because I have to be there at 8 a.m. and I wouldn't be able to fly down tomorrow and get there at 8. But they're letting me go in there and look at everything beforehand. But I've got about an hour to kill before that. so I'm gonna do a little thrifting. I also have to check that out. I've never seen a Lowe's outlet before. I need to know what that's all about. There we go. Look at the eyes. She's gonna shoot laser beams at you. So can you see what the Ross family donated? They donated something. Maybe the thing with their name on it. Why am I looking at furniture? I can only buy stuff that'll fit on my carry-on. I suppose I am sending a semi-truck from here to the warehouse, but I have a Nissan Sentra or a Hyundai Elantra or something like that. I can't get it to the place where the truck is gonna be. Let's see if there's anything interesting in here. We got a nice orange shirt here, another one, a pink shirt. What is this? El Campesino and State Penitentiary inmate. All right, and moving on. So I got a couple of things. I may have to throw them on a pallet though. What car am I driving? I'm used to coming out here looking for my car. My car looks a little different. I might need to throw them on a pallet because the next city that we're flying to tomorrow is a cold weather city. So I brought like sweaters and a jacket and stuff like that. My suitcase is pretty full. In a pinch, I could fit these, but I might just tomorrow throw them on one of the pallets that's being sent up to me. So I'll show you what I got. So I got a couple of puzzles. These are both factory sealed. They were $2.09 each. There's it right there. This one, the packaging's a little ripped open, but I'm pretty confident I can get $10 each for these in the next warehouse sale. So I turned $4.18 into 20. And then I got myself a shirt. Some of my nicer shirts are getting a little worn out, so nice to upgrade a little bit. Now let's take a walk over there because I'd love to see what that's all about. He told me to be there around noon. It's about half an hour from, I think it's about half. I should really look it up in the GPS. I don't think I actually GPSed it. I think I'm just kind of guessing based on how far away I am from the airport. Oh well, I have to see what this place is about. Not that I can really buy anything here because, again, I'm driving a compact car and then I need to fly back. But I've never heard of a Lowe's outlet. Very curious. It looks like it's all appliances, like the old Sears outlet stores. I have to say, kind of disappointing. Looks like some pretty good prices, but although I would like to buy myself a new stove, that's the last appliance I've yet to upgrade. There's no way for me to economically get it up to Wisconsin. So these are $30, which is a penny more expensive than the price, but I'm actually getting one because this, I love this. My water bottle, you open this top. Oh, let's see if I can do this with one hand. So my water bottle, you open this top, you get the big wide mouth. I like the smaller one, but those are always a pain to clean. So you get the small mouth here to make it easy to drink out of. And again, multiple hands needed. That'll come right off to make it nice and easy to wash. If I had lived here, I would absolutely buy those pedestals at $35 each. Those are a great thing to flip. I've seen, wow, this is like a commercial apartment complex unit. Here's another one that doesn't have the ugly black. So anyways, you can usually sell them for like $100 on Facebook Marketplace, but you can also sell them on eBay. They're just a huge pain to ship. So most of these, I'm seeing at pretty good discounts. This one, that was a bad example. A lot of them are like half off. This is the one that I want. It's like $1,300 at Home Depot, $1,500 here, maybe it's $1,400 at Home Depot. This one's missing stuff though, but I don't feel too bad because it's not a huge discount. But this is what I want, is the double. I've got one of these double ovens at home. It's just an old, ugly white one from like the late 90s, and I love it. Oh, I see more stuff over here. So this is a pretty open store, and employees don't really have a lot to do because they're waiting for customers to come buy something. So I'm probably getting a lot of looks. Who's the weird guy filming himself in here? in an appliance store. I'm not even sure this stuff is on sale. Oh, you know what? This is stuff you would use to transport the things on. That's a good idea. I think I told one of my suppliers that he should start doing this, stocking stuff like this. It's not on sale. It just allows you to safely transport the appliances home. Look at this. 50% off. Wait, price is marked. I'm so confused. 50% off, it says. I don't know, if I can get this for 15 bucks, I'll be very happy. Score. It was only 16 bucks. That is a heck of a deal. I love Yeti products. I've got the cooler, which I always thought was stupid until I got one for free. It's like credit card rewards points. I used to buy it. Sign up for a card, you get some money right away. And I wasn't gonna spend anything else in that store, so I bought the Yeti cooler. Last time I used it, I put like room temperature water in there with a couple of ice packs and then forgot about it. And it sat in my hot car for like 2 weeks. And the water was colder coming out than it was going in because of the ice packs. I'm totally sold on that cooler. And then my beverage, like I've got like the coffee cups, I don't use them much. This is more fit to what I need. I'm almost tempted to go and grab another one. That's a really good price. I like the concept of this bottle. All right, maybe we'll go to another Goodwill. Depends how far of a drive it is to his warehouse. So this is what I'm currently using, Ozark Trail. I don't even know where this came from. I just randomly found it in my cupboard one day. It is kind of a pain to drink out of that, especially like when I'm driving and whatnot. And I hate how this is wet because it goes in there and drips on things. So it'd be nice to have the Yeti one. Promise you, they didn't sponsor this video. This is not an ad. I just like their products. Although I haven't really tried many other of the similar products. Maybe like Shields is a regional chain of like outdoor stores. They might have, or they have their own house brand of coolers very similar to Yeti. They might be just as good. I don't know. Never tried one. I'm not going to go and spend the money to buy one when I already own one that I know is good. Because I don't need 2 coolers to go with the other 40 that I have at home of regular like 80s, 90s, 2000s cool. Okay, I'm rambling too much here. Let's go to that warehouse. So this one I know is gonna go way more than what I'm willing to spend. I've got a ton of these from Target and these from Target already. There's not a lot of volume in here. I feel like I bet there's 30 big pieces and then the little ones. I'm walking away with probably 500 bucks on this, and I'd be willing to bet this is gonna sell for 700 or 800. These retail $279 each. There's 8 of them, so at $280 I'd get 140 in the sale, which would be 560. I'd have to get this for 200 or less, and I doubt it's gonna go that cheap. It's also out of season. Here's one. We've got a 4x4 that's 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. We've got 26 units. That'd be 260 for me. If I can get it for 100, it'd be tight, but this one, I could not find retail on this, but it'll probably end up in the special buy area. We've got flooring here. I've got a bunch of these. I don't want any more. Don't really want those. Furniture, flooring. Here we got a pallet of fencing. Some of them are bent. Or maybe they're supposed to be like that. I think they're supposed to be like that. This could be a decent one. So here's faucets here. None of these are open, so I can't see what they are. It's a little under 100 units. It's 4 per box, 24 boxes. So what, 96 units, I think. So at 10 bucks each in the sale, that's 960 bucks. That's something that would be good if I can get it at the right price. This one was right up my alley. I think I usually spend about $5.50 on these. So we'll see how this does tomorrow. We've also got a refrigerator here. It's a nice looking one. Could be good if I get it cheap enough. Maybe. We have Christmas trees here. This could be a good one. Gotta be careful with this one. I counted 20 pairs of decent shoes, including the ones in here. And the rest is like Target. Target is not a whole lot. This looks like more Target. Yeah. So 20 pairs at 20 bucks each is 400. And then a whole bunch of Target ones that I'm gonna sell for like 2 or 3 each. I have a feeling these are gonna make this pallet go high. So retail on these is $3.50. They're brand new. Some box damage, but I'm pretty confident that they'll all be working. $3.50 is retail. They're on clearance at Target or on sale at Target for $200 each. I should be able to get 150 bucks each at least. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 14 of them. So I should be able to get about 2,100 bucks total for this pallet. So I'm very happy getting it. If I can get it for 1,000 or less, I'd probably go up to 1,500, but that's pushing it. So I don't know if you can hear that alarm. He cut a spider wrap, he said 2 days ago, and threw it in here, and it's still going off. Here's another good one. These are 80 bucks at Target, so we get 40. There are 43, I think we're on here. Like 1,700 bucks would be half retail. So another one that I'd like to get around 1,000 or less. I think this is just a pallet of water. I don't know if it goes cheap enough. We drink this. I'm always stocking the fridge at work for my staff, so if it goes cheap enough, I'll take it. There's 6 of these at $120 each, half off retail. I'd be selling them. I'd get $720 for this pallet, so I'd like to be around $250 or so. I just have a strong feeling that people are going to be bidding this type of stuff up really high. I'm hoping I'm wrong about that. These will probably go really high. I don't even know if it's worth looking at these. Tools always go high. I've done well with tools, but I'm not gonna overpay for them either. I would probably pay, I'd say I'd cap it 1,000 bucks, and even at that, I don't know, maybe 750 is what I'd like to be at for this. So there's another pallet of chips, and they expired last August, but these ones are still good for another year. At least that box is. Well, no, that one expired July of 22, so this might just be the only one that's in date. June of 22, so it must just be one that's in date. The rest are expired. 360 units of this mug here. I couldn't find the price. It's not Target. I feel like I could probably sell these for 10 each, though. I mean, I just bought one for 15. Granted, it was brand name, but it was half off. 10 each would be 3,600 bucks. It looks like we're missing one, so 3,590. But that could be a good one. He was loading this one when I got here. It's all Target apparel, and this is on top. These look like some Amazon pallets, a lot of vacuums. These could be good. We do really well with vacuums in the sale. More of these toys, more vacuums and stuff. I don't know what this is. A pool. A whole bunch of Keurigs. This could be really good for special buy. I don't know what's in there. Oh, vanity. I'm not sure if these are part of the sale, part of the auction or not. Just dug through a pallet of Amazon mystery boxes. He was looking for iPhones. No luck. So, I spent about 5 hours chit-chatting in there. Did not really get any work done. Looked at a few pallets. So my advantage is kind of limited. But I'll go back tomorrow, a couple hours before the auction starts, and actually get piece counts and whatnot. So I'm at the hotel, which is like just around the corner. Let me show you how it looks. That patch doesn't look great. But the rest of this hotel, pretty classy joint. Got a nice bed here. It's got a TV and ooh, it's got a fridge and a microwave. I'll probably use the fridge, not the microwave. Let's see how the bed feels. Ooh, the bed is really soft. It's also really squeaky, but that's fine because I will sleep through a smoke alarm. So tossing and turning on a squeaky bed isn't gonna wake me up. Let's get the AC cranked. Something that I didn't think I would have to say again this year. Let's see, cool. Suppose I can turn it on first. All right, make it nice and comfortable in here. So bathroom area over here. We got the sink, we got the rabbit. We got the bathroom, pretty standard. How's the shower head look? That's always the one they cheap out on. Not the worst, not the best. So anyways, this is the room, and it is right across from the elevator. Most people don't like that. I love it because it's quick, easy in and out. I wish there were stairs. Oh, that thing stinks. That smell will go away in a few minutes. Most of the time, there's stairs around here, and I like to take the stairs, but I can live with the elevator. I'm gonna close this though, so the people coming off the elevator don't see me laying in bed naked eating Cheetos, because that's what I do in hotel rooms, because those aren't my sheets that I'll have to clean. So I'm starting to realize how long this video is gonna be, especially all the rambling that I did at Lowe's. I might need to split this up into 2 videos. We'll see when I go and edit. But at the very least in this video, you're gonna get the auction. It'll be the flight to the next city. That will be tomorrow, the next video. If I split up, I'm probably gonna split it up. That thing really does smell musty. Although, we're in Georgia. 82 is like turn on the heat weather, not air conditioning down here. This is like the hottest our summers get. So yeah, probably hasn't been run in a while. That's a little worrisome though, especially for how many. You can't see that well, but there's one there, one there, one there. I hope that doesn't mean they have a rat problem. Or if they did, I hope that means that it's been taken care of. I went out to get my luggage and this is smelling a lot better. By that I mean it does not have a smell anymore. Very happy about that. So I'm told there's a taco place over here that's really good. So I'm gonna give it a try. It's walking distance. Normally my hotels don't have anything walking distance. They're on like a major freeway. So this is kind of nice. I enjoy being able to walk to things, although I am a little exhausted from being on my feet all day and having 3 hours of sleep last night. Let's go this way. Looks more scenic. So here's my hotel from this angle. Looks like a pretty nice southern charmy place. It's basically a regular hotel inside, but the outside looks nice. I would like to live right there. Except only in the wintertime. Summer is not gonna work for me. Ooh, this place looks pretty neat. But I am in the mood for a couple buildings down, tacos. They're open 11:30 till close, that's helpful. So the chips are but the salsa's pretty good. So I'm liking it so far. There's like Post-it notes, but better. Alright, so we've got a Cuban, an Argentinian, and a carne asada. Some beans and rice. And I'm already filling up on chips and queso. They look really good. So first the Cuban, I really like the sauce in this. Wasn't a huge fan of the plantains. I'll try the Argentinian next. So first bite of the Argentinian was really good. Too much tomatoes. I'm not a big tomato fan, so I might pick some of those up. And if I pick those up, it might be my favorite so far. Let's try the classic, the carne asada. So the carne asada one's a little bland. It's not bad. I think the Argentinian's my favorite. The beans are really, these might be the best refried beans I've ever had though. That was fantastic. My only complaint, they give you one napkin. I like it when restaurants put like a napkin dispenser on the table. I'm a messy eater. I need them. They also were playing Christmas music in the bathroom. Maybe that's what they would play in the whole restaurant, but they had football on, so that's what was on the speakers. But I think I'm gonna walk around a little bit here. Hope that didn't make it too dizzy. Seems like a pretty neat area. My battery on my phone here is getting really low, so I don't know how much I can show you. I'll try to show you what I can. So this is next to the restaurant. I wonder how old that sign is. If that's what was here last, or if that, I mean, these boards look pretty weathered, like they've been up there for a while. That could have been what was here 50 years ago. I don't know. There's the back of the house that I said I wanted to move into. It gets even cooler on every angle. The downside about being here on a Sunday is none of these little shops are open. If it weren't for my trip to the other city, I don't know if I've even mentioned it or not, so I'm just not gonna mention it. Maybe I did and you already know what the other city is. But if it weren't for that, I probably would stay here a couple of days. Check out some of these shops, like Betty's Fine Collectibles or Jackson Insurance. Ooh, there's even a swing there. That would be nice to relax on. And there's my hotel on the other end of this parking lot. So it's all like really walkable. Even the gas station here is really neat. I really like this area, if you couldn't tell. So I got myself a couple of waters. Normally I get myself a case of water, but since I'm flying out tomorrow, it's $3 for 2 waters, $3 for a case. I suppose I could have just thrown them on one of the pallets. Probably should have just bought a case of water and threw it on a pallet. But I'd rather walk here rather than drive to like a Kroger or a Walmart or something. Look at the size of this spider. It's huge. I don't want to get any closer. Thing's like 3 inches long. But this is a pretty neat little store. Seriously, spiders like that are why I live in the place where the air hurts my face. And why I will never leave. As much as I love coming down here. Ooh, it's a cool old train station. Look at that. No tracks or anything, but still kind of neat. Love to visit places like this, especially in the wintertime. Never catch me living in the South again. Way too hot. Bugs are too big. There are snakes. That spider was like the size of a baby's fist. I know you didn't really have anything there so you could compare it, like to show its relative size. It's probably the biggest spider that I've ever seen outside of like the tarantulas at the zoo. Yeah, no thanks. If I found that in my house, I would probably cry. Not even kidding. That's the type of spider, if you step on it, it doesn't kill it. It just angers it. The type of spider that you step on, you hear a loud crunch. The type of spider that you step on and it punches you in the face. No thanks. Not for me. Ironically, I'm wearing a Spider-Man shirt. And if that spider would give me superpowers, and I knew with absolute fact that it would give me superpowers, super fighters, and all I had to do was let it crawl on me and bite me, I would continue living as a mortal. There is absolutely no way. I don't need a guard dog at home. I just need a guard spider. And that spider was bigger than most dogs. I feel like that spider would scare away the... In fact, a guard dog isn't even that good. The movies have shown me. You bring some lunch meat, and the guard dog is useless. That's why I prefer a guard turkey. Although that spider would work too. I'd rather cuddle with a turkey than that spider. That's the type of spider that you could shoot with a crossbow. If that spider wore a yellow raincoat, the children of the neighborhood would follow it around, thinking it's going to give them a ride to school. Are there seriously no stairwells here? I've been walking around this whole place. Is the elevator the only way upstairs? Oh, there's a pool. I'm not going to go in that pool, but I seriously don't see any stairwells. This elevator has a capacity of 2,500 pounds. That's about 15 people, or like 3 of that spider. It's so big, like if I swerved to miss it, I'd run out of gas. If I swatted it out of the bushes and it landed on the sidewalk, it would have cracked the sidewalk. If you threw that spider at an old Nokia phone, you would finally be able to see an unbreakable object battle an unstoppable force, and the universe would implode. Spider's so big it needs to go to its own section of the store to buy clothes. Alright, it's the next day. Auction starts, well, registration starts in about 20 minutes. Auction starts at 10 o'clock, so a couple hours. So I'm gonna go and I'm just gonna start taking notes on what my bid is gonna be on each pallet, which is what I should have done yesterday. Basically, the way they're gonna do it, this is what he told me, they're just gonna have someone stand next to the pallet and say, all right, this pallet, and then they're gonna start the bidding. But there's gonna be a whole bunch of people there, and It's going to be tough to get near the pallet because everybody likes to crowd the pallets. So at least on certain ones, if I can have a piece count in mind, because they're not going to say, even if it's easy to count out, maybe the one where it's like 6 TVs is easy to count out. But if there's like the faucets, for instance, where there were, if I remember right, 24 boxes and each box has 4 each, they're not going to give that information. That's up to us to look at. So I'm going to try and get those numbers, take notes on them, so I don't need to fight through the crowds of people to see them and get, figure out what I'm going to bid. I'm excited to see how this goes. So I'm going to do that for the next couple of hours. I might go get some breakfast around 9:30 or so before the auction starts, because I don't think they're going to have a break in the middle of the day to eat. He did say that it's probably going to run until about 1, 2 o'clock. 275 pallets roughly are being sold. I'm going to try and buy a 30 to 35. Basically, I want to fill a semi truck. Some of them can be double stacked, so I want to fill the truck. We'll see how it goes. So that's the plan. I'm going to head over there and do that. And then tonight, 8:46 p.m., I've got a flight to... I did not mean to say where I'm going. I probably already said it early on this video. So I'm going to take that flight 8:46, so about 5 o'clock or so. I need to start making my way to the airport, which means I'll probably have a couple hours to kill in between. I might just hang out there. I don't know. I'm also going to want to change. And it's going to be a high of like 78 or 76 today, so I am in short sleeves. It's a little chilly this morning, so I got my jacket on. I'm ashamed at calling it chilly. It's 59 degrees. I am wearing shorts. So I'm going to be a little chilly for the first couple of hours. But by the time the auction starts, it should be nice and warm. But anyways, I'm going to need to change because it's like 40-something up where I'm going. By the way, it's snowing at my house right now. I've got a smart thermostat. I just checked. It's at its minimum 62 degrees. I have the heat set not to go hotter than 62 degrees because nobody's there. So that's fun. At least while they're dealing with snow, I'm going to be out in shorts. But then tonight, I'm going to be freezing if I wear shorts on the plane. So I'm thinking I will find a place to change before I go to the airport into pants and long sleeves and my jacket, because it's going to not be fun to land there dressed in Atlanta, sandals and whatnot. And then that'll probably be the end of this video, and the next video will be me going to the next place. So, let's go see what I can buy. Oh, and everything that I buy today, once it arrives at my warehouse, I'll probably send the truck Friday or Monday, so next week sometime, I will do a video more in depth going through what I bought. And then I've got these puzzles that I got at Goodwill. I'm just going to throw these on one of the pallets. They'll fit in my bag. I've got a backpack here. This backpack actually is a cooler. My other half got it for me for my birthday, which is great because when you're in Georgia, the waters that I buy, they get really hot in the car. Although I didn't need it this trip because I didn't really not here that long. But I could fit it in there, but I don't like having a lot of stuff in my under the seat carry-on because I like to have the foot room. I like to keep most of my stuff in my actual suitcase, which goes in the overhead bin. So I'd rather not put it in there. So since I can throw it on one of my pallets, that's what I'm gonna do. Never mind, I had breakfast here. Usually hotels that I stay in don't have fancy breakfast, but they had like eggs and sausage and yogurt, and it was decent. I'm not hungry, so I kind of had to force it down, and I only had a little bit. Because I'm never hungry first thing in the morning. So I'll probably still end up getting something in a few hours. So it's a little after 8, they're still not here yet. Oh, I see him walking in now. There are several buyers here. Most of them just with a pickup truck or a U-Haul, like trailer. Not going to be buying a whole lot. But I know there's someone coming out from Arkansas and someone coming from Texas, he told me, who are bigger buyers like me, who will send a semi. So I feel like they're not going to overpay on pallets, though. I'm not terribly worried about them. It's the people who just come with their pickup truck and trailer who I feel like will come and spend $1,200 on a pallet that really should be like $500. But hopefully they spend all their money quickly, and then towards the end, I'm expecting towards the end is where I'll do well, and towards the beginning. I think typically what I see, at least with storage auctions, is the first couple, people are like, oh, there's so many more, I'll wait. And then they'll wait. But the very last couple, they'll be like, oh, I came all this way and haven't gotten one, so that they'll tend to overpay. But one thing you'll see towards the end that isn't the very end is people will have spent all their money and won't have any money left to continue buying. So right in the beginning and near the end, I think, are where I'll do the best. There's also a food truck out there that's kind of nice, so at least later when I get hungry, I can just grab something there. I don't need to, run down the street to... I don't even know what's over here. There's a Dollar General nearby. I mean, I can get some chips there or something. Or buy a pallet. They've got pallets of snacks. And then just munch on those. But at least there's a food truck so I can get some actual food. So right now I'm kind of just taking notes on everything. For my own reference, what retail is, how many units are on some of the noteworthy pallets. And I'm going to go off of this one bidding. The TVs are selling for like retail. So I ended up with 50 pallets. The TVs went for like way over what I can imagine someone would buy to sell them. I think they just maybe didn't look up retail or something. The Christmas tree pallets all went for almost retail price. The cast iron, those went for over $1,200 each. The air mattresses went high. I know there's at least one Amazon seller, so maybe those were good for Amazon. But I ended up buying 50 pallets. I spent about $22,000. It's gonna be about $25,000 once I pay for shipping. I'm starving. It is 2 o'clock, so I'm gonna go get something to eat and then head back over there. And I'm just killing time. It's 2 o'clock. I don't need to leave for my flight until like 5-ish. So maybe 5:30. So I'm just gonna hang out here. Weather's nice. I do want to go and take some pictures of the pallets that I bought though. So once most people are loaded up and there's not forklifts running around, I'm gonna go do that. So my other half would be jealous. I am at Zaxby's right now. It's not my favorite chicken place. There aren't a lot of fast food options around here besides the usual that I can get at home. I always try to get something when I'm on the road that I can't get at home. I can get McDonald's, Taco Bell, Wendy's, all delicious options, but I can get those at home. So Zaxby's it is, because the nearest Steak and Shake is a decent drive, and I don't want to drive too far away. They're decent. I wish there was a Bojangles over here though. That is the best chicken. Pretty small meal, but barbecue chicken, fries, and plain toast. I never understood that. Do a biscuit like every other chicken restaurant. Well, that was an eventful lunch. I got one to go for the guy that owns this business. Figure I could bribe him with some chicken since technically I'm supposed to be paid today and have this shipment out by Wednesday. And well, I'm not paying until I'm sending the check out Thursday when I get back. And the truck probably won't be here till Monday. So, anyways, figure if I buy him lunch, that'll make him less upset with... He's not upset with me. But he lets me do things like this. Or like I get these waters out of the fridge there. That's technically in the employee break room. They like me there. Maybe it's because I bought 1/5 of the auction. But anyways, that was event number 1-ish, I guess. Second thing, a guy left his cell phone on the counter. And as he was walking away, I alerted to him that his phone was on the counter, which seems like the normal thing to do. He seemed very appreciative, like thanking me left and right. He'd walked like 5 steps away from the counter too. It's not like he walked outside and I chased him out with his phone. And he was like, as I left too, he continued to thank me. This was when I first got here. And lastly, the waitress, are they considered waitress? Cashier, maybe it would be the better term. Anyways, she saw my shirt, Packers, and had to start, she was going to kick me out because she's from Chicago and a Bears fan. So I told her I'll take my business elsewhere. And we trash-talked football for a little bit before I got my food. That's about... Oh, there was also a guy from the auction here who recognized me. They all wanted to talk to me, and it really fueled my ego, everybody from the auction, because I was buying everything that they couldn't buy. I didn't buy everything. There was so much that went for so much more than I was willing to pay. But I think I bought more, at least more pallets than anybody else. And so everybody wanted to know what I'm doing here, why I'm here in a compact car, where I'm from. Really fueled my ego. I enjoyed that. I felt like a celebrity. You know, if you guys showed up to places where I am and started fawning over me like I'm a celebrity, that would also fuel my ego. That doesn't happen much anymore because I don't go to thrift stores very often. That's where it always used to happen. All right, I'm gonna get back. I'm starving. That food made me hungrier than before, but I don't like to eat before I fly because I get airsick, and airsick on a full stomach, not good. So this is just enough to hold me over until like midnight when I get to the next city, which you'll see in another video. So I'm going to try and show you some of the pallets that I bought. We'll see how much time I'll have to go through there. I'm at least going to take a picture of each one just for my own reference. Otherwise, there will be another video, probably in a week or so, of me showing you what all the pallets are. So I don't really know a good way to show you what all I got, but I got this one for $300. This tool pallet here, I spent $8.50. It's got a chop saw, a nice DeWalt table saw with the stand. I got the tile saw, paint sprayer, another table saw. I think $8.50 was a good price on this one. I got this one here for, hold on, $500. A whole bunch of like vacuums and some microwaves here. A lot of good special buy stuff. There's an espresso, Keurig, Hoover, a Breville. This looks like a pretty fancy toaster. So that mystery box pallet that I went through yesterday, this was half of it. I spent $100. It's funny, there's some of this bear in it. I get so much of that in the warehouse. Let's see, I got that pallet of cedar mops. This pallet of toys, he told me I have to buy this one. It's the best one they have. So I bought that one. Let's see. This isn't my pallet, but it's the same thing as this. These, like, I don't know, dart guns, laser tag, whatever they are. Whole pallet case pack ones, I paid $500 for it. I believe it's over there, but it's the same thing. Over here, I don't even know why I bought this one. I spent $225. I don't even really remember it, but it's got my number on it and it's on my list, so I guess I own this one. Maybe it was for the grill. I really don't know. So my phone was just about dead, so I couldn't send you pictures. I hear you. Or show you a video of the other pallets I got. So you're just gonna have to wait for the next, not the next one, but the soon in the future video. Now, I need to get to the airport. I've got about 2 hours before my flight starts boarding, which should be plenty of time to get this filled up with gas. The 1/16 of a tank that I used. I usually prepay for the fuel. I'm really glad I didn't because I did not drive much. So fill this up with gas, drop it off, get to the airport, get through security, and get on the plane. But that's going to be the next video. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I had fun. I don't want to go back to the cold. I changed into pants and tennis shoes. And I don't want to go back to the cold. It's currently 77 degrees, and it's not really even all that humid. But anyways, I'm going back to the cold. I will see you in the next video.